What is good? I am Dave, the Lonely Clipper, and we are off to a flying start for the 25-26 NBA regular season. And by flying start, I mean flying Clippers start. This has been a very Clippers start to the season, starting with the Jazz game, Game 1. Red flags, people. Red flags. I'm worried about the leadership of this team. Even though we are full of all of these old school veterans, I don't know. It sort of gives me the feeling of like the 2004 Lakers, the Karl Malone Lakers. But if we hadn't won anything previously to that, if we'd never even won a conference finals previous to that, oh man. I've already feel like I've experienced the highs and lows of being a Clippers fan already in the 5 games we have to open up. We have gone 3-2, but we should be 5-0. The Bulls are 5-0. We've played pretty terrible teams. I think we should be 5-0. The last video I actually made was this video, Steve Deserves Better. That was after he forked out the cash to fly some very lucky members from the Wall down to Denver for Game 7, where we had our hearts torn out by a lackluster effort, just capitulated in that game. We probably should have beaten Denver. Who knows? We might have had a run against OKC, but no, we were out in the first round in regular Clippers fashion. I want to be more optimistic. I really do. But this has been over 20 seasons as a Clipper fan, and I feel like our bad karma from all of those racist years where we had that pig owning the team, I feel like we've got bad karma, people. It's going to take a long time to get rid of that karma. And now Ty Lue's caught up in this betting scandal as well. Pablo Torre finds out. I can't stand this dude. It's not just because he's exposing Clippers players. I tried to actually watch the episode with Mark Cuban where they came on to debate, and anytime Cuban had any type of decent rebuttal, Pablo just talks over the top of him. I don't know how to feel about it. It's Kawhi. This guy continuously finds ways to put us in the pits about trying to be excited about having one of the most talented players of all time. He is one of the most talented players of all time. Whether you want to put him in the top 20 or 30 or whatever, he's definitely one of the most talented players, and he's already put that out on show to start this season. But you just can't get excited. You don't want to get excited. When Zach Lowe said that John Collins might be the most underrated player in the NBA now, that made me a little excited, but I didn't want to get too excited. Chris Paul re-signing. An old man Chris Paul. Did I want to get excited? I wanted to get a little bit excited, and I'm not that excited. Even though Kawhi Leonard hit a awesome game winner yesterday, I'll be a little excited. Maybe that much excited. What have I written down here? Jazz. Gone horribly wrong. Horribly wrong. Losing by 40 the whole game. This is what worries me about this team is the leadership. We have all these veterans, all this resume, Hall of Fame, blah, blah, blah. But who's the leader? Is it Kawhi? Because if Kawhi's the leader, I think we're screwed. Apart from being able to play basketball really good, which he can do, he can't lead. When things are going sideways and all of a sudden we're down by 15 points in the blink of an eye again, like kept happening in that Denver series, I don't know who's the vocal guy. At the start of last year, it seemed to be Chris Dunn. He seemed to be like the new Patrick Bev, but with length and height. But he seems to have gone quiet, maybe down the pecking order. James Harden, he seems like he's a good leader, as in he gets the ball to everybody. He's been on a bit of a heater shooting-wise. It's been good to see him start the season so well. But you know he's a regular season player. You know when the playoffs come, you're not going to be excited because it's James Harden. And I love him for what he's done. We had to re-sign him. He has to get $40 million a year because he keeps making the playoffs. He'll get you there. But I can't get excited. I think that's the theme for the start of this season so far, is no matter how good we look in patches, I can't get excited. When Brook Lopez is knocking down threes. Now, I have freaked out a few times when it's turned to take those shots because it looks like Zoo is taking 3-pointers. And I'm like, oh, that's right. It's Brook Lopez. He plays for the Clippers now. Yeah. I don't know, man. These players are so old. Are they going to make it through the whole season? I'm just not sure. And now this whole new gambling thing coming out that Ty Lue's being mentioned in, how much of a distraction is that really going to be for the team? It's just such a weird place to be. I should be excited about this season. My little brother did the motion graphics for the bloody Intuit Dome for the Halo board when the players are running out onto the court. All that motion graphics, he actually did. He doesn't tell me much, my little brother. He's a motion graphics artist, but he told me that, like mid-conversation. We're like talking on WhatsApp, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, I did this. Made the Clippers intro. I'm like, wow. It's a bit of a big deal to me. I started a Clippers channel on the old YouTube last year. This year, he's making the intro. Hey, what bigger deal? We're making a contribution all the way from here in Melbourne, Australia. What can I say? But this is just video 1. We're 5 games in, 3-2. It's just a very Clippers start. I feel sorry for Brian Seaman on the bloody broadcast, how he's got to constantly be upbeat. And Jim Jackson trying so hard to be positive and talk about how we just have that lackluster energy when we come out against these young teams. You just have to be careful. Because if this young team has energy, you will find that you will be 10 points down, 15 points down. We're always down against the young teams with energy. We're an old team with no energy. We're just waiting for the end of the season again to have one more swing at it. Chris Paul thinks he's going to have one more swing at it. James Harden thinks he's going to have one more swing at it. And Kawhi Leonard thinks he'll be healthy. Ty Lue's just going through the motions. He just looks like he's like, that's his look. That's his go-to look. Timeout. Got to draw these guys up, a play, get them a bucket again because we've got no energy again. That's going to be the season, 25-26. I am Dave, the lonely Clipper. If you want to hang out with me and hear me be disappointed and try and front up to the camera after these losses sporadically through the year, chuck me a sub, bro, and I will see you in the next one.